Welcome to WNBC. I just wanted to say that.
What's up, B motherfucking Hams, man? How you doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm good, bro. How are you?
Oh shit, it's been a hell of a week. Yeah,
So I hear,
shit.
man.
Yeah, my contract is up, so now I'm free and clear, man. I'm on the bigger and better things, I guess.
Out with the old, in with the new, right?
Yeah, man. I should start fucking crypto trading like you do.
Oh my God. I just go on YouTube and follow Matt Wallace. He seems to know
Matt,
it all.
for real?
There's a couple of guys on there. There's a ton of guys that have gone on YouTube and gotten big off of the whole crypto craze.
No shit.
Oh yeah.
Who are you following? Do you just like listen for a little bit of advice and just go
There's
with it,
two
or
guys on
you
there
just
that like follow the trends and the chart patterns. This was two channels, Miles G and Matt Wallace. Now, Matt Wallace's voices a little much. Most people, it's tough to tolerate. Talks real excited. He's from Minnesota or something up north, so he talks like that. He's real up and down. But the dude knows what he's talking about.
for real?
Yeah.
Man, I gotta do something, man. Because going back to work is gonna be hard.
Now, are you squeezing this AMC? Have you heard about the AMC craze on the stocks?
Man, I've heard about it. I've heard you talk about it. I remember what went down a couple months ago with them in GameStop. That was around the same time, right?
Yeah, back in January, something like that.
Yeah. Other than that, man, I heard it's been taking off.
Yeah. There's a bunch of folks out there that think it's going well over $1,000 a share. I don't know about all that, but if you do the math with the shares outstanding, it could go up a couple $100. It's really kind of becoming a craze or like a trend, kind of like DogeCoin, right?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Because I saw it's at like 70 something bucks right now, right?
I think it closed in the 50s today, but it did. It hit 75 like last week sometime. Like it went crazy on one day last week, Wednesday or Thursday.
Man. I know.
And you saw what happened at GameStop.
Well, I just from that same point in time a couple months ago. I mean,
Yeah.
where's GameStop at now?
I think it's sitting at $300 a share.
Are you shitting me?
No, I'm not. They're holding it. There's a group of people out there that seem to think that we're going to hold it all year long. We don't want to pay 40% capital gains, so they seem united. And,
That makes sense.
Meanwhile, there's closing stores. GameStops are closing, but the stock's booming.
Oh, that's geez. So come December, man, everything's gonna tumble.
Yeah.
Well, I guess January. Yeah.
Possibly, yeah. If you look at the flip side, I guess one could say that, right?
Jeez. Yeah, man. I need to figure out something. Just going back to work is gonna fucking suck. Bad. You think you can trade cryptos for a living? Like,
Yeah, I do.
know what you
I
know
think,
now, like you can just start trading.
I think you could, but you'd have to be content with it. You're not going to make. Your goal is going to be to be basically a scavenger. So you're looking to get $50 to $100 a shot if you can at a time, versus just sitting back and holding long term for the big bang like a lot of people made. Because that doesn't come very frequently. Now, could it come again? Who knows? But I think you could do it. You could start up and build a portfolio. There's a lot of people who have.
Yeah. Yeah. I know Doge made a lot of people millionaires this year, man.
I don't know.
There was one dude.
Go ahead.
What's up? Nah, there was one dude in January. He said he put like $250,000 in. And
Oh, the DogeCoin, DogeCoin millionaire or whatever, the guy. Yeah, man, dude, I wish I would have done that.
Shit. Like I said, man, I had a coworker. This dude back in 2012, 2011, some, he was taking Bitcoin. He was buying it up. He was trying to convince us all to buy it, and the dude was like, he wasn't somebody you take financial advice from. I don't want to be mean to the brother, but yeah, it just, you wouldn't pick that guy if he was talking. Okay, so yeah, and we just didn't think it was a good idea, and God, fucking guy's probably a billionaire now, man.
What do you think it was when he was telling you to buy it?
I mean, it was fractions of a cent. That was when guys were like buying pizzas and shit for 10,000 Bitcoin.
Oh my God!
Back
So
when
that
it wasn't.
early.
Yeah, real early.
Wow, dude. The Bitcoin is just insane, man. I was gonna buy. I wanted to bet online a few years ago, and they were about $500 per Bitcoin. And I had $2,000, and I was gonna buy 4. And I got to a point where I was like, "Yeah, what is Bitcoin? This isn't shit." I don't know where that $2,000 went, but I know where I wish it would have gone.
That's the absolute truth.
Oh my God,
man! How high do you think that? I mean, because I can actually see it becoming a country's currency in like the next couple of years, like the next market downturn, man. I could just see a country saying, our money's worth shit now. Let's just start doing Bitcoin. Mm-hmm.
It's accepted everywhere. Like it's kind of the daddy of all the cryptos. I mean, Bitcoin, however it's moving, the rest of the market will move. It has a lot of power, and so everyone talks about the global currency. Could be.
I read something today that Americans pulled like $4 billion in profits off of cryptocurrencies.
Like the common man?
Yeah. Well, I mean, just, I guess, taxpayers. I don't know where they get this data from, but they said last year they pulled $4 billion in profits off of cryptocurrencies.
Wow.
Like they pulled it out.
Wow.
Yeah. That's nuts. Oh, man.
I mean, if they pull out more, I mean, is there enough dollars to... That's my concern with it. Like, if everyone wants to cash out their Bitcoins or their DogeCoin or whatever, is there enough fiat currency to cover that? I mean, it sounds like a tremendous amount of money.
I'm sure they'll print enough. They'll print enough to cover it. That's one thing they all have a problem with is fucking print more money.
No shit. But that's one thing to consider, though. It's just a good point. They, market crashes and just switch to Bitcoin. It's already kind of in play.
Yeah. If it's already in play, it's just another form of payment.
Yeah. Did you see they have it on the what is it, 1040 or the 1040 form the IRS does? Did you buy, sell, trade, exchange, or receive any cryptocurrency in 2020? It was on for this year, so it was a yes or no question only at the time. But I got a feeling they're going to be coming back on that one.
Yeah. It's going to get strange, man. And it's going to get awful. Because just think how many millionaires they made over the past couple of months.
Damn, dude. Especially the past year, or if you were in on this stuff, like you said, back in the day, when it was 10,000 tokens of pizza. I mean,
yeah.
I bet they regret that pizza.
Yeah. I mean, what? So if you have a crypto wallet, what stops you from just withdrawing that money in a different country and not paying any? I mean, would you have to pay taxes on it? Because that's so fucking strange.
I don't know, man. That's a good question. Wow. I think that's why the IRS is leaning towards cracking down on it. So,
right,
these trillionaires and hedge fund guys are not okay with this money changing hands. Would you say $4 billion last year just in cryptos?
Yeah,
That's
reported
GameStop,
though, I guess.
bro.
Yeah,
Had a lot of money in that exchanging hands in the GameStops and all these meme stocks, and I just feel like they're gonna come cracking down on all of us, man. They're not okay with that. But can it be lucrative? I think so. I don't know. I wish I would have gotten in a hell of a lot sooner.
man, I couldn't wrap my mind around it. You know,
Yeah.
it was just like, why would anybody accept this as money? You know,
Yeah.
I
So I remember
guess
there's
it's
an
real.
article back in the day saying that 50 Cent sold a record, and the only way you could buy it was with Bitcoin. Did you hear that?
Oh man, that sounds familiar, man.
He had an album, and he said old boy was sitting on 7,000 Bitcoin. And this is when it was around 16,000 a coin, which, hell, I'll take that.
Jesus. Here, let me look it up.
I mean, what a heck of a way to accumulate some Bitcoin. It was genius if he did that. Am I right on that? I think it was 50
Yeah.
cents.
Saying the rapper's Bitcoin holding is now worth 7.5 million. But that's as of January 2018.
That was before the big spike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, I think it was around 16,000 a coin whenever that around there. I'm not too sure, but I remember it was, it was definitely not 60 yet. So if he held on to it even longer, man, God, that's a fortune.
Jesus Christ. How much was that shit in 2018? It was like 2,000 or 3,000, right?
I don't know. Let's take a look.
Yeah, it's saying Bitcoin was worth 11 million. I'm sorry, 11,000.
Wow.
Yeah, when it came out, when the album sold. So you got to triple that. So yeah, it's like 20 something million dollars in Bitcoin for one album.
You think he cashed it out?
I don't know. All depends on if you needed some money.
That's a gold mine right now.
Yeah.
One thing I have learned is with some legislation, they made the Bitcoin and Ethereum are taxed as commodities instead of properties. And I don't quite know the difference, other than the SEC is not involved in commodities. Does that make sense?
Hold on, man. You broke up. Say that again.
I said one thing I saw was back in around 2015, the IRS there was some legislation passed where they declared U.S. Bitcoin and Ethereum are commodities, and that's how they're taxed and treated rather than properties.
Huh.
So I guess the SEC doesn't regulate commodities, but there's another body that does. It was just knowledge that I just happened to stumble upon when I was looking into this. But I definitely need to look at that more. A commodity is like gold, right?
I don't know, man.
I don't know, dude. There's a lot of people that have made a lot of money here. Freaking Bitcoin.
Yeah. Wish I would have got in early.
Where was this cat?
I wonder how that's going to affect it. Did you see where Elon Musk had complained about how mining Bitcoin was so power hungry? You know, it's not environmentally friendly. You know, like I wonder if there will be another Bitcoin to overtake. I mean, I'm sorry, another cryptocurrency to overtake Bitcoin as the most dominant.
I don't. I'd have to know more about the mining process itself. I don't. I remember the tweet, and it obviously sparked this downfall that crypto's had. But there's some movement and talk going on with Ethereum, so very possible. And Ethereum again has kind of been around as also almost as long as Bitcoin, if not just as long. I'm not sure, but. You know anything about them?
Nope. Every time I try to learn something about crypto, man, I'm like lost again.
It's crazy.
You think you know something, and you don't.
It's crazy. Yeah. Yes.
This shit just keeps getting deeper.
And then they come up with coins every day.
Yeah. It's on a humbug. I'm trying to wrap my mind around this NFT shit. Like these people are saving digital photos and auctioning them off.
What?
It's I don't know. It's just fucking weird.
What are they doing?
They're like taking digital photos, and they're NFTs, and then they're trading them or they're selling them off as NFTs. But it's just like a photo, like an image or something.
It's not even anything tangible that you're holding.
Right.
Wow.
I don't get it, man. It seemed like some I don't know, some wash and drug money type of shit. Nothing about that sounds legit, you know.
And I don't want to be in
it. I just can't wrap my mind around it, you know.
Right.
Like how? I don't know if you have like the copyright to it now. So if that exact same image shows up on another website, you can prove that you own that image or something. I don't know. Collect royalties on the shit. What? I don't know, man. I can't wrap my mind around any of this NFT shit.
Wow. So NFT, like non-fundable, what is it? Non-fundable?
Fuck.
What the fuck is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see.
The stocks in the crypto it's like a wormhole.
Fungible token.
Rabbit hole.
A non-fungible token is a unit of data stored on a digital ledger called a blockchain. It certifies a digital asset to be unique and therefore not interchangeable. NFTs can be used to represent such items as photos, videos, audio, and other types of digital files. Okay, all right, so that's what I'm thinking. It's like, let's say you saved a song as an NFT. Mm-hmm. You own the copyrights to it. And then, like, if that shit gets played on YouTube, they know they have to pay you. That's what I'm thinking. You know, the royalties, the kickbacks and shit.
Gotcha.
Like it would count as a spin.
I gotcha. That makes sense. It just, like you said, how is it worth money?
I guess like royalties. I don't know.
You hungry there, bud?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just had to burp. It was kind of weird. I'm drinking coffee. Had a coffee burp.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't fucking get it, dude. I really don't. I guess I got to read a little bit further down on Wikipedia.
No.
Hey man, this is where all the truth and honesty is.
Hey, tell me a story about the guy you worked with overseas.
Oh,
Fucking had it to me. That is the best story I've ever heard as far as Wikipedia
No,
goes.
man, I can't go in on him, man. We all. Oh man, that contract world is small, man. I can't.
Okay, yeah, all right. We won't dive him out like that.
Motherfucker editing Wikipedia. Like, bro, you don't even have a college degree. Man.
It was some rocket science or something.
Bro, particle physics.
Forgive me, but I don't even know what that is.
Hey man, look, the
Holy
motherfucker worked
shit.
with me, okay? So he's not that bright. You know? Yeah. Motherfucker, the smartest man in the room, man.
Hey, motherfucker,
Yeah,
I
man.
worked with you. What you saying?
Well, no, I'm just saying. We ain't doing no particle physics pages on Wikipedia, you know? It's like, what the fuck?
That's awesome. I literally didn't know anybody could go edit it until you shared that with me.
Fucking anybody can edit that shit, you know, but it's the way, the truth, and the light now. And just think about it. This shit is like 1984. I think about this all the time. Wikipedia is like, you remember the main character in the book? He worked at the Ministry of Information.
Yeah.
And it was his job to just go in there and delete like the past and rewrite it.
History.
Yeah, and just rewrite it. Like the dude worked at Wikipedia. I swear to God, man. But
It's kind of
don't
scary
know.
if you think about it.
It is. It is. I'm not saying the dude was wrong, but I bet money he was. You know what I mean?
If I were a betting man. Maybe he was qualified. I don't know.
Yeah. Not working where I worked.
Oh, man.
I get like, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, he edited Wikipedia, man. So anybody was just, but they're starting to accept that shit in schools now.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, as a reference.
I thought we were taught not to rely on Wikipedia. But Wikipedia was always available, right?
Yeah.
And now it's it's instant. It's the first thing that pops up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's the truth, the way, and the light, man.
Yeah.
There was somebody, I don't know if it was one of those I don't know who the fuck said this. I was about to say a Trump supporter, but I don't know who the fuck told me this. But it was like they were saying that Wikipedia is run by the CIA. It's run by the government.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how true that is, and I don't remember what source it was, but I'm pretty sure that they were full of shit, but entertaining. That's
Yeah.
But it makes sense though.
It would make sense, right?
Yeah, you can rewrite the past in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah. We'll just fix that little problem. Erase it. It's not there no more.
Uh-huh.
I mean, when you think about it, man, you think Pocahontas and all that shit was real?
Fuck, man, I don't know. I don't know. And that's the thing. Like, we've been lied to so fucking much. It's just, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I know. All right, so they got this whole thing going on. It's like debate whether or not black people were indigenous to this continent. Right? It makes sense. Like, you wouldn't pack a boat full of a bunch of motherfuckers where, half of them get sick and die before they even make it over to this country. I mean, it's like bad for business.
Very true, yeah.
And if you were to enslave people, you enslave the people that are already there. They're already used to the climate. It seems like there's a lot of moving parts just to move a couple hundred, or what, 2.2 million people or something.
Yeah.
Over to the United States by boat. Like back then when motherfuckers was dying because they weren't eating enough oranges. It's like
no motors.
Yeah.
No maps.
So,
Yeah.
it
does make sense.
It it doesn't right. And then like my grandfather's like, hey man, and he knew our family history. He was like, hey man, I can't trace our roots back to Africa.
Really?
Yeah. And he was like, no. But they're from rural Mississippi. Fucking grew up on the plantation that their grandmother was born on.
Wow.
But couldn't trace his roots back to Africa. And so it makes you wonder, if they're telling us fucking lies. Have you ever seen those big ass Olmec fucking heads that are down in South America with the black noses? The motherfuckers look like me except darker.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
big lips, fucking black nose, chubby ass head, but it doesn't look like the people that we know to be indigenous of that area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fucking strange, but they got this whole new line of thought that black people were already here way before they claimed to have brought them on slave ships.
That's an interesting fact, and that could be very possible. If you think about it, Australians. I mean, how was the country founded? It was prisoners of the UK were sent there.
Yeah,
and I mean they enslaved the Aborigines, right?
Yeah,
ran them out of there, kind of like we've done to the Native Americans and probably the African Americans also.
I don't know, man. Fucking weird, but you never know what you can trust.
So I did the thing where you spit in a cup, and I'm 1% African. It says.
No shit.
I mean, you can't get a tie to Africa. It makes no sense.
No, I'm not saying by DNA standards.
Right.
I'm just saying him going through his lineage. I'm sure mine comes back that I'm damn near 100% Mandingo.
Mandingo, baby.
Yeah, Mandingo warrior. But yeah. Oh.
Is Mandingo... what is Mandingo? That's like the porn stuff, right?
It's supposed to be some of the baddest warriors that ever existed, man.
Oh, shit.
And porn star.
Yeah.
Nah, man, but yeah, you never know. I mean, you see incidences like the Tulsa bombing where, I don't remember hearing about that in school.
Tulsa massacre?
Yeah. A bunch of other shit. But I mean, they just conveniently leave a lot of stuff out, and they just lie to us about a lot of stuff, man. There's not a person alive that doesn't say that Columbus discovered America is wrong, but they know that Columbus discovered America, and
we get a day
weird.
off because of it. The Columbus Day sale.
Yeah, it's weird.
No, how could he find America if people were already here, right?
Yeah. Besides, he supposedly discovered some of the islands or something.
And he landed on Puerto Rico or something, or Cuba accidentally.
Yeah.
Some shit.
Yeah. But, that's the bullshit they keep teaching.
Now, you bring up a good point with the Tulsa massacre, because I didn't know much about it either. And I saw they just had some type of special trial or something 100 years later to the date. And they had actually survivors from this event. How nice of you to finally address it. I mean, shit. 100 years?
Yeah. Hey, thank God that woman still had her faculties.
Damn, dude. I mean?
Yeah. Just to get up there at that age and still be, have it in her fucking spirit to go up there and deal with that shit. Because after she speaks, nobody's going to give a shit again, in like a week or two once the news cycle changes. They'll sweep her under the rug, and, that's what they did for Tulsa,
Right.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, man.
But you never hear about the shit.
No. And you're right. I don't remember learning a whole lot about it in school,
Yeah.
I mean, they're taking things out of the history books right now that we learned about growing up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So what other things have been taken out in the meantime?
Bro.
Over the length of our learning.
I wonder if those, the researchers for history books reference news articles of this time. You know what I mean? You know how fucking backwards news can be? And like, they never get the fucking story right.
Oh, yeah, there's always a spin, right?
Yeah. So what if the historians are taking newspapers of the time and applying that as history? I mean, just think, we had Russiagate, we had weapons of mass destruction, you know.
Yeah.
And they'll print it up like, oh yeah, that's what it was. You know.
Yeah.
They could be printing lies as history.
Yeah.
Just because it was in the news at the time.
And at what point can we distinguish what's reality and what's fiction?
Yeah. That's crazy, man. That's fucking nuts.
Blow your mind. Aliens, baby.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was thinking they referenced the papers that were considered like the Inquirer.
Yeah. Time magazine.
Yeah, the history books in 2050.
Yeah.
Esquire.
Newsweek is what I was thinking. Time is actually good.
It's all trash, man. Everything we take in.
Whether it's our media, doesn't matter. Now, are you one of these that think that we didn't go to the moon? Or what do you think on that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I can see them lying to us like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
right?
How long did they tell us that what's it called was a weather balloon or nothing happened in Roswell, New Mexico? Now these motherfuckers come out the other day saying, "Oh yeah, all this shit's real. We don't know what it is," and it's not made by humans. You know?
Yeah.
Like they have no problem lying to you, man. So I don't know. I mean, I could tell you one thing. Like, remember when Osama bin Laden? They had like 2 or 3 different Osama bin Ladens showing up in these videos, and you know, I could tell black people apart.
Yeah.
So, like, but they still released a video like it was 100% him. You know, like I don't doubt that they do that same thing.
The man that was it dialysis? He needed dialysis, but he lived in a cave. I mean,
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah. I know healthy 20-year-olds that can't hike some mountains. But this dude's doing it with 2 bad kidneys at 70. But you know, they put on these theatrical productions to convince people of shit. You know, so I don't doubt that. Like when you watch the moon video, you know, like there's a lot of shit that just is off. You know, when somebody points them out, you're like, yeah, this might be some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know, man. I know that they will lie to us, you know, for any fucking reason. I don't know. I'd like to think that they did go to the moon. But yeah, man, I can't trust my eyes and ears on this one. You know what I mean?
1960, a machine that looked like a flying popcorn machine landed on the moon, and it literally looked like it had tinfoil up top, you know, like a dome.
Did you ever see like Buzz Aldrin and all those guys? They had those interviews, and they were asking them questions about what the fuck happened on the moon, and these dudes were like, they sounded like they were full of shit.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
Yeah. Don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like they either looked like they were reading it off of cue cards, or they were flat out fucking lying about shit. Yeah, so I don't think they went to the moon, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Yeah. It's a convoluted topic, man. So they say your boy Jeff Bezos is going to the moon or in space or something soon.
Yeah, how about that?
What the fuck? That's
Yeah, man.
wild.
You know he's going to end up blowing himself up. It'd be
Fuck.
like
That's what I would be
Challenger.
worried about, right?
But you know,
Fuck, if
them
he
motherfuckers
doesn't,
got
like, Tesla's gonna hack his shit. I mean,
the competition is dead. I mean, like
Checkmate.
the motherfucker's got enough money to be a Bond villain. This nigga built his own rocket,
bro. Send somebody else. Shit, don't send yourself.
man. Just think of it. What if it blows up? What if it blows up and Jeff Bezos is done? Or
Blue Origin.
yeah. What if it blows up and he's faking his own death because he is a Bond villain? Think about that shit.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, the motherfucker owns his own newspaper, like Tomorrow Never Dies. He's like super rich, like Dr. No. Building his own rockets and shit. And like, the dude is a Bond villain.
So, do you know anything on this? Like, is he actually like going? Is he just orbiting, or you know anything about it? I want to know like who's going with him. I mean, shit, I can't assume. I can't think that he would be going solo, right? Fuck.
I hope he doesn't pay his engineers like he pays them the Amazon employees. They'll want to kill this motherfucker.
No shit. I mean, whoever's heir to the throne, man, they might want to look into him.
Oh,
That's wild. I thought it was a rumor, and then I heard it yesterday on the news that it's like in the coming weeks he's going to be actually going into space.
But dude, they've been talking about commercializing space travel. You know, and it'll be expensive as fuck for the first couple of passengers, you know, but they're gonna start selling bus tickets on rockets now. It's gonna be crazy.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But where? Like I don't want to go to the fucking moon. Like I don't want to go to Mars. Like none of that shit sounds appealing to me. Like I want to go fucking camping on Earth. I'm not going to these fucking other planets. You know, like so I couldn't see taking a rocket ship into space and then coming back. It just nah. I mean, it might be cool, like if I did it at Cedar Point or something, but like to sit down, like $20 million to take a ride up, you know, just for a few minutes or a few hours or whatever, it doesn't seem worth it. I'll wait until them tickets are on Spirit. I'll wait till Spirit gets a rocket ship. That's when I'll be on that motherfucker.
That'd be standing room only, baby. Could you imagine looking up and waiting for that bitch to take off, wondering, like, you know, is he gonna make it? How do we get back if something happens? Shit.
Do you remember Airplane? That series of movies, Airplane 2?
Yeah, I do remember the movie. Like it's like in the 80s, maybe.
Yeah,
movie, right? Yeah.
Commercialized space flight.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how that shit's gonna be the first couple years, man. Just like that show, just like that movie.
Yeah. Shit. I remember when we were working overseas and traveling, man. The difference in, you know, the customer service when you flew. You knew when you were on American American air carrier versus any other international carrier there was. I mean, just by the way you got treated and shit was free. You know, you got to use the bathroom in an American, it's fucking $5. $2.50 per flush. British Airways is just shoving bottles of champagne down your throat.
And nickel and dime the fuck out of you, man.
God.
Just think, they do the same shit, getting on a shuttle, you know, wearing a fucking space suit. You know how expensive that'll be.
Shit. I think you're right, man. We haven't even figured out which fucking bathroom to use, and we want to go fucking explore out there. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know what fucking bathroom to use here. God, we're gonna go try to be multi-planetary.
Yeah.
Jeez, we can't even get along down here.
I don't see what the big deal is. Either make the bathrooms unisex, or add on a third like bathroom for strange. Like, nigga, if you're strange, you can go to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TBD,
You know,
to be determined.
Yeah,
You don't know what the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying?
the monkey bars in there and everything, man. Just, you know, handicapped kids, LGBTQ. You know, anybody want to use that bathroom? If you're a little strange, man, use
Go
that
to
shit.
fucking there. Yeah. I don't know, man. That's just a weird deal. Now we're gonna go exploring the space. But the bathrooms, I don't know.
We can't figure it out.
We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
We can't figure it out.
Have you heard the gender neutral now? You gotta say like they or
the pronoun thing.
what the fuck, man? What are we doing?
I don't know, man. We're old. That's all it is.
Right?
We don't understand the shit. We're fucking parents now. Like, we don't understand it, so we don't like it.
Goddamn computers are gonna be the death of us.
Yeah.
Those people.
Yeah. I can hear, like, my nieces and nephews now apologize for, oh, don't pay no attention to him. He's old. Yeah, that's who we are now, man. None of this shit makes sense. I guess these kids got it figured out. They'll be fine. You know?
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, we had to ask. I felt so elderly the other day. We had to ask a millennial for help in Walmart regarding an iPhone charger adapter. It was me, my wife, and my sister-in-law. I mean, we really...
Man.
I felt my age, you know, for the first time. It was rather embarrassing moment for all of us.
Have you asked anybody to help you see something?
Oh, like check anything out? What do you mean?
Like, you have good eyes. Can you tell me what this says?
Oh, yes, I have, bro. I have.
I had to do it a year or two ago, and I was like, oh, it's like, hey, kid, come here. You got good eyes. And I'm like, holy fucking shit, I'm old.
I know.
You know?
I did. Someone was handing my son a bottle of Tylenol. I was reading how much to take, and I remember, like, I did the stereotypical, like, I brought it to where normal, and I was like, holy shit. You know? I just looked for the number of tablets. Fuck the words. Jeez, man.
It happens overnight.
It does.
Yeah, that's where we are.
That's where we're at, bro.
I don't know. I wonder what the kid solution is for this shit. Just leave it as it is? Or are they bitching? Or you're like,
I don't know. They're in their fucking phone watching YouTube.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
Getting more distracted.
I can tell you that this next generation's a bunch of pussies. That's where you know you're old.
That's it. That is it. Full circle, dude. We have come full circle. My generation would have whooped your ass. Yeah. It was 5 miles to school uphill both ways, baby.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Is that why you didn't graduate?
It's a long fucking walk, shit. You ever live in Texas in the summertime?
Jesus Christ.
Damn, bro.
I can imagine that shit. Yeah, fuck. Did you really have to walk? Texas.
No,
it sounds like some
walk.
true shit down there.
No, it's not. It's not. Well, you saw us on the news. Obviously, we can't handle snow and ice.
Man.
Fuck. Everything was bad around here. I've never seen it like that in Texas. But
that
we're
like
definitely not equipped to handle that. We're not built for that. And that's why motherfuckers didn't have power
yeah.
for like a week.
I wonder if Elon Musk sold a lot of those solar panels and stuff while he was down there in power walls. Bet people bought them shits up quick.
No shit.
Yeah.
So I think
You guys were out.
there's what's that?
You guys were out of power for like a couple days, right?
Well, unfortunately, we never lost power at my place or water. But my brother, a couple miles down the road, I mean, he was out of power for a good 5 days straight, consecutive. And as were a lot of Texans. So one thing I learned was these solar panels that are tied into the grid, not the Tesla ones, but I guess maybe like the first generation. So they pay them off, and you can't benefit from the solar until I think it's paid off, right? So you don't if the grid doesn't have power, meaning like power coming to your house, then your solar panels don't work. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
A lot of people learn that like during the storm. Yeah. Versus Tesla, it charges the power wall, which feeds in directly into your system. So you get the benefit right away. And so when you don't have power, you've got 5 days restored. And guess what? One of these days, we're going to have some sun. So it's going to charge you back up and keep you online. A lot of people learned that during this storm, unfortunately. It was kind of a racket, I guess.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
They might string that motherfucker up. I mean, it's Texas.
Shit.
Motherfuckers form a posse, come get your ass. That is fucking crooked, bro.
It is.
But it's on your house, though. Mm-hmm. And you have to maintain them shits.
I don't know what the maintenance is or anything, but I know the Tesla sounds really, really tempting because apparently it does basically replace your electric bill.
Man.
For the cost of paying off your panels. I mean, it's what you pay each month, and then your electric bill just goes away. That makes it like almost easy, right? Like you just get this. Why wouldn't you, right?
It seems like it makes sense. You know.
Is Musk a fucking genius, or is he like a master con artist, or what the fuck, man?
I think he just he created the right conditions. Like they wouldn't be producing batteries cheap enough to do the shit that he wants to do affordably if it wasn't for him buying a fucking battery factory and making his specific batteries. And buying a mine in Africa to work motherfuckers to death just to get the minerals and shit they need for these batteries. Like he created a whole ecosystem just for himself.
Really?
I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. The guy is either another Bond villain. He's Tony Stark, or he's just got a lot of intelligent people around him. You know, they cornered the market on batteries. It's going to be hard for other companies, other EV companies or Powerwall companies or whatever to compete.
I feel like he does everything, it seems, with the right thing in mind, being steward of the land, so to speak, and taking care of things and the environment, and also making things affordable rather than, exploiting people and trying to make as much profit as possible. But I mean, that's really cool. I mean, because these big Fortune 500 companies, they would love to profit off shit like this.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be huge. I mean, well, shit, he's already the richest motherfucker on the planet, right?
No shit. He didn't pay any taxes. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I saw something
more
like
Bezos.
that. Yeah. Said Bezos got a child deduction credit or some shit from here.
No way. No, dude, did he really?
Yeah, that's what it said, man. I just saw it. How bananas is that?
That is wild, man. How does that?
Yeah.
How do you feel right? I mean, the motherfucker's he's launching his own rocket with him in it to space. He's got that much money. He needed the child credit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
That's the same thing they were saying about that bailout he got. Yeah, I guess I'm not sure if it was what company it is, if it was Amazon or that Blue Rocket spaceship. He got a bailout for it by the government. It was like $10 billion.
Really?
And he turned around and bought was it Warner Brothers? Disney. Which company did he just buy? Oh, MGM Grand.
MGM, yeah, he bought them.
Yeah, he bought MGM Grand. You know, for like the same amount of money. Like, this motherfucker does not need a buyout. He went out and bought a fucking media conglomerate. You know what I mean? Like, this motherfucker owns Bond now. Like, all 49 of the movies. This motherfucker owns Bond. Like, yeah, the dude is... Something's wrong in this country, man. You know what I mean?
Hey.
He gets bailed out, to the tune of $10 billion. You know?
2008, man. Perfect example. They could have paid off everybody's mortgages. But
Yeah, didn't give any of his workers a raise.
no shit.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the American taxpayer in general. All these companies got bailouts when the government could have paid all the bad loans off, But
Yeah.
give it to fucking Wall Street executives who give themselves bonuses, hook their buddies up, and then lay off everybody else, and fuck the money, and we still have the crisis.
Mm-hmm.
This cut, doesn't seem right, man.
It's weird. We're in a weird place, man.
Do what?
Hey, hold on one second. All right, my man.
What's up, bro?
Shit, what were we talking about?
How fucked up this country is and the distribution of wealth, I think. That's where we were.
Hey, how do you feel about Bernie? How Bernie's turned out in the past couple years?
Oh, man. What do you mean, Bernie Sanders?
Yeah. You feel like he's failed you, or because he seemed like he was going to be the people's champ, But it seems like every time they show this cat, he's selling us down the river for something.
You're talking about, is there more information coming out about him, regarding his campaign and him lying?
I don't know. It seems like he's always voting against shit that would be like socialism.
Yeah.
And he was the socialism candidate. I don't know.
Man, I really just quit following all that shit to a certain extent. I'm almost tired of the back and forth, red versus blue. Bernie was the right guy, and the Democrats, his own party, destroyed him. Twice. They sabotaged his campaign twice, in 2016 and 2020, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and it came out, and it was like in your face, boom, the guy you vote for, we didn't give a shit. Like, this is who's running, right?
Yeah.
So why the fuck would we trust that?
It's almost like they handed the presidency to Trump. I mean, because there were a lot of people that got pissed behind that.
Yeah. I really felt like Trump was an underdog. Like, I felt at the time in 2016 that Hillary was just going to destroy him. At least that's what the media told us to believe, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Oh, Bernie.
Yeah.
You think Trump runs again?
I don't know. I've been seeing it on YouTube. I haven't really watched any of it. It's hard because, like you said, a lot of people just tuned out. Like you said, you tuned out. So I know I'm not watching as much news as I was a year or two ago. Definitely not when the campaign shit was going on.
Yeah.
And I think I think I got burned out too. But yeah, I saw he was talking about running for Congress of Florida in 2022 and in president in 2024, right?
I think he'll be in the fucking 80s when it's time to go again. I mean, give it up, right? I mean, at this point in time, why? Like, why put yourself through that? And anybody he endorses or whatever would probably get his followers, right?
I don't know.
We're gonna have fucking Grandpa Joe versus Grandpa Trump. If
I don't know.
Trump versus Biden 2.0, could you imagine?
Yeah, I can.
We're voting for two elderly men that like can't relate to the average American.
No.
Right? One shits on gold, literally gold toilets. The other one, I don't even know if he knows where he shits.
Yeah, he shits on himself.
But it's always we're voting for the same shit every 4 years.
All the time. All the time. Nothing changes, man.
Shit.
Yeah, nothing changes.
As long as these congressmen and senators get to stay in their spots, man, for infinite amount of time, we should be no 30 and 40-year politicians.
No. It definitely shouldn't be paid as high as it is. I mean, they should be fixed to the American income, like a percentage of the American income. Like if our average income doesn't go up, they don't get fucking raises. Mm-hmm. If ours go down, they get fucking pay cuts.
I agree.
It should be locked in, but they have to vote for that shit, and I guarantee you, they will not vote for that shit.
They're not going. Yeah, they're going to have to handcuff themselves on it. That's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do?
Yeah. Nothing. We're fucked, bro.
Enjoy the ride, right?
I guess, man. I mean, it's only going to be so long before, like, we're all employees and renters for Amazon. We'll be living in company homes and shit, paying off of some kind of fucking crypto debt that we owe to them fuckers.
We'll be building iPhones and shit.
Or fighting the resistance of the fucking machines that they've created. It'd be like Terminator.
Fuck.
5 years. 5 years.
It's only 5 years?
You're 5 years away. Yeah. We're in Terminator conditions.
Have you seen the story about the guy who was the time traveler that came from the future? Did you see that?
Is that the one where wait a minute, is this the one where he said the CIA sent him?
I don't remember. It was like from 32. But anyway, he had a chip in his hand, and he ended up getting burned alive. But his hand was cut off with that chip because he had gone in this documentary. The documentary seems sketchy, man. All right, let's just say that. I think it's an independent film. I don't think it got any kind of major attention or endorsements, and I really had to search for it. But dude, this guy brings up some wild shit, man, that you could totally see us heading. He said this period for when they study it in history is the idiot period.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
Oh my god!
What was it? What was that movie where they were like watering the plants and shit with Gatorade? Gatorade was the number one drink in America because it had electrolytes.
I don't remember.
Everybody was fucking stupid. The president was Terry Crews.
Oh, really? Huh?
Idiocracy, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I mean, that's us right now.
Yeah.
Swear to God. You know?
Jeez, man. You got to look this documentary. This shit was some wild stuff, man. This was insane. I think it was the documentary. Confessions of a Time Traveler. When he talks about the constant ringing in his ears and the radiation from all the signals and shit, and then at some point in the future, humans don't grow hair anymore. It's wild, dude. And he's like, the fact that you guys pay for bottled drinking water is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
I've always
Shoot
heard
it to
that.
me. Shoot it to me.
Let's see. I will. I'll have to let you just check it out.
All right. Hey, brother, I'm gonna have to cut out, man. I got another one to do at 9.
All right.
All right, man.
How did we do here?
Just go ahead and I'll hang it up, and then it'll start processing, and I'll be able to upload it.
All right.
Yeah. All right, brother. I'll holler at
All
you
right,
later.
man. All right, bro. Peace.
Peace.